Well, hello and welcome back to the Tao Manifesting Tarot. This is the tarot reading. There's for serious tarot people. You hear me say that every single day right up front. That's because I want to let you know this is not your typical tarot reading. Most of the tarot readings, and I've done tarot for over 20 years, astrology for over 50. By the way, astrology is the science of cycles. I've done numerology off and on. Haven't been quite as devoted, but I've done it more or less for the 50 years as well as the astrology. And numerology is the science of frequencies, numbers. Tarot is the science of potential. That's what separates it from the other two, astrology, numerology. You can detect cycles with both numerology and astrology. For my purposes, astrology I think is far better than numerology, but numerology is it's a great hand tool. That is to say, if you can get somebody's destiny number, life number, whatever, you can do some interesting stuff real quickly. To do astrology properly, you really need the whole chart. You need to see where all the 12 houses are located, where the planets are located in their 12 houses, and get all of that straight. At some point down the road, and I keep telling myself this, and when I get into doing the show, I kind of get sidetracked. But I'll talk further. I'll give you one example of astrology being the science of cycles, and we'll talk about the transits of the planet Uranus through Gemini, the sign of Gemini. You will be amazed. I was when I put them all together. So that'll be coming up somewhere down the road. Not today, but when it comes to tarot, it's the potential. I got 5 cards. You don't need more than 5 cards. And 1 card is really not enough. Because at any moment, it's a convergence of energies that we deal with. You get pressure from all over the place. Let's say you just go to the grocery store. Well, just in the trip there's all kinds of outside pressures. There may have been advertising pressures even before you headed to the grocery store. Once you're in the grocery store, they hit you with all kinds of things. Then there are prices and there are people. So 1 card, not enough. More than 5 cards, I think too many. And you get to 20, 30, 40, 50. These people don't know what they're doing. They're really not, or they do know what they're doing. What they're doing is pandering to you, hoping to say something that will click with you. I don't do that. 5 cards, we're talking serious stuff because we live, at least in terms of recorded history, that's the last 7,000 years, we've never had a time like this before, ever. It is do or die for humanity. If we don't blow ourselves up with nuclear things, we'll kill ourselves with all the toxics and poisons. And of course we have something else to consider. Artificial intelligence. Now it's been pushed on us, and I think it's being hyped. I think it's more than it is. But they got to set us up to buy it, you know. So this program has AI in it. This program has AI in it. The point of the matter of this reading, this podcast, tarot, is for you to pay attention to your own images. You make the images in your own head. Don't leave it to some damn computer or smartphone or whatever. Don't do that. You are giving up your independence. You are becoming a tech slave. You are becoming mindless. And there's a lot of information that shows that our creativity is sucked out of us. I know of 3 or 4 studies, very good studies over the past, I think, 30 years, shows that a 5-year-old is borderline genius in terms of creativity. By the time they graduated from college, walking and chewing gum is a task, is a chore. And I mean that literally. You get dumber. This is why all the entrepreneurs in the world, pretty much all, never graduated from college. They didn't get harnessed with that bullshit. People who have degrees, I don't care if it's an MD or a PhD or a combination thereof, they're good at memorizing, not thinking, memorizing. I want you to be good at thinking. Now, John D. Rockefeller said, I want a nation full of workers, not thinkers, but screw him, he's dead. And we see what kind of world we have. And of course, as I was just a moment ago talking about artificial intelligence, our ability to manifest is the only thing that gives us the advantage right now over robots. They can move around just like we do, faster, quicker, they're stronger. I mean, everything. But they're not self-aware. They can't imagine. They can't manifest. That's the superpower that we have. And that's why I want you to manifest. It is absolutely essential, not only for your life, but for humanity. If there's a great awakening coming, and I think there's a real serious potential, in spite of what the spoiled 3-year-old psychopaths in the world are saying, I think there's a real possibility that we can build something much better. It's not going to happen it's not going to happen in the next 4 years. It's not going to happen in one term as presidency. It's not going to, but we can start to move things in that direction. And if it were up to me, and I'm not the only one, the guy who started this artificial intelligence thing back in the 50s has said it, and Gabor Mate says the same thing. Stop AI now. But nobody can stop because, first of all, they're looking at power. If my enemy is going to do it, I got to stay up with them. And, of course, they're looking at money. Right? I got to get in. I got to get the money. Got to get the money. Got to get the money. The two things, power and money, that have driven us into the toilet, as far as I'm concerned, and put us right on the edge of just wiping ourselves out. So what you're facing right now is existential. And you have to ask, why are we here? Really important. Why are we here? It's a very tough question to ask because you can't lie. You got to face yourself. You got to look in the mirror and go, okay, give me the answer. Why? Most of the time, you're not going to like the results. In part, you and I are at fault, especially in America. This is the country that says it's the government by the people, of the people, for the people. Well, the people have sat on their ass and done nothing. Nothing. Now, part of it is the system. It kept us out of it. And as the system grew, we did not change. We were still farmers from the middle centuries, and who cares? Well, you can't be that way anymore. You got to be on top of what's going on. And we have to create systems that are easy for you to access honest, truthful information so that as a citizen, you can make valuable decisions for yourself and others. But the truth of the matter is when you get right down for it, when we say government by the people, for the people, of the people, we've failed, all of us. Now, we have a chance. There's just a little spark. But it could get a whole lot better. And, of course, when we have Pluto changing signs, moving into Aquarius, we have Uranus moving into Gemini, we have Saturn and Neptune, I think, going into Pisces. What else? Did I forget anybody? Well, if I did, I did. Anyway, 5 of the biggest planets are changing signs in the next 6 months. Huge changes right here. Right here. And you're feeling it. You've been feeling it. Now, for the past few years, it's been a really tough transition. Some people still have not made the transition into honesty. They're still living somewhere in Emerald City. But the point of the matter is you have to ask the question why and get the answer, because this is existential. And one of the things you've noticed over the last 4 years especially is it's easy to be brave from a distance. That's the meme today. It's an American Indian meme, and I love it. It's easy to be brave from a distance. That's what all the blue people have had over the past 4 years. It's easy to be brave. It doesn't affect me, it doesn't affect me, it doesn't affect me, it doesn't affect me. When in fact it does. And in fact it will. They're afraid to ask the question why. I want you to manifest that. It is our existence that's up for grabs. That's why the question why is so powerful, so profound. Let's go to the reading. All the way to the left, Page of Pentacles. Pages always bring messages. The story's headed in one direction and a page comes in and it goes, whoa, I didn't see that coming. Pentacles has to do with value system. Not money, but the real values in life. Your health, your friends, your people who love you. The joy, the happiness, the peace in your life. Those are the real values, and we've given them away for things. Well, the Page of Pentacles is saying, hey, guess what? When you ask the question why and you get the answer, what will happen is you're going to change your value system for the better. You're going to change your thinking. That's the Page of Swords. 2 pages together. It's a double change, right? So here you are going along in your life. Page of Pentacles comes by and it goes, whoa, I got to change my value system. This one is shit. What am I going to change my values to? Well, the Page of Swords comes along and says, let's think about this. Let's ask why. And get good, serious, honest, truthful answers. It's important. It's essential. It's existential. What are you going to be looking for? Well, the Queen of Wands is the next card, and she says it. Wands are positivity, enthusiasm, joy, gratitude, excitement, being plugged into a life that means something to you. You have some value. You have some purpose. Queen of Wands is wholehearted, vibrant, enthusiasm, has self-confidence. When you change your thinking, you change your value system, you begin to ask why, getting answers. That helps lead you to a life that's more fulfilling. And the final card, my favorite card in all of tarot, and that is the Fool, the Faith card. Again, it goes back to our meme. It's easy to be brave from a distance. It's easy to say, hey, I got faith and not do a damn thing. And most people are that way. But if you truly have faith, you got to follow through. And if you want a better world, a fairer world, a more enjoyable, peaceful world, a world where people have some value, a sense of purpose, some meaning, got to ask the question why. Why? And again, it's going to be difficult because it's easy to be brave from a distance. You can do this. Take a little bit of courage, but ask why. That's the tarot reading for today. Back again tomorrow with another. Between now and the next time you and I manifest together, peace and blessings.